What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So my last video, I had mentioned that I had some other stuff that I wanted to show you guys, but I didn't want to torture my wife by making her stand here while I went over all that stuff. She did good for her first time, but we're going to take it easy on her. Let's see. So to start with, my good friend Mr. Anonymous sent me a little package this week. Boy, this guy just is legitimately the nicest guy I've ever met. So generous, willing to do anything to help you out. And I'm very fortunate enough to call him my friend. He sent me a bag full of decals. But not just any random decals. These are all like drag racing decals. You know, like slicks, gasser sheet. That's pretty cool. Boy, the stuff I can use these on is crazy. I actually have a gasser build that I have in mind. I think that's going to be awesome on. So, let's see. Whoopie Cat decals. Another set of race car decals. Dick Harrell. I don't know exactly. I gotta look this up because I don't know which car this goes to specifically, and it doesn't really say anywhere on here, but Dick Harrell decals. Oh my gosh, the Hercules Nova. It just keeps going and going. Thank you so much for that. These are all going to get used for sure. So I got those in the mail. I did finish a couple of things up. I finally finished the Oldsmobile. I'm happy with the way it came out. I had some issues with it. Everybody has the same issues, I guess, with, you know, the cowl didn't have the same curve as the hood. Some mold line issues, all the regular routine stuff. But I think it came out really good. I sanded off the side moldings, got rid of those, added some parts box mirrors. I sanded off the louvers on the hood, got rid of those, was able to keep this. Hood scoop looks pretty good, I think. This is the testers, white with the white lightning over it. It came out really, really nice. I like it. I'm happy with it. And most importantly, I had a good time with it. As you can see, here's the underside. Now, I had mentioned that I was going to get black screws to put in the bottom of this, and I still might. I just ran out of time. I was so busy last week that I wanted to finish this up and get this out to you guys in video and get it on my Instagram. And I'm really anxious to start on the next two projects. So I figured black screws. Next time I'm at the hardware store for work, I can just grab 4 of them and swap them out, and no harm, no foul, basically. So that's why I put it together, basically to get it done with those. So I think it came out really good. Let's see if I can. The hood, she fits tight. There's a look at that. As you can see, I sanded off those louvers, and that came out really good. Boy, I like that pearl. I think that came out nice. Let's get rid of this piece of wood. So there's the engine bay. Came out pretty good. A lot of you guys, eagle eyes, will pick up that the battery is crooked. Yep, battery's crooked. That is no fault to the kit. That's me. When I made this piece right here to cover the screw holes, I should have taken into account where the battery mounted, and I didn't. I glued it down and got everything into place, and I should have curved it in a little bit on each end. It would have looked a little more realistic, but it would have made room for the battery with a battery mount. So with this piece all glued in place, like the dope that I am, if you put the battery in there, the entire battery sat underneath that. You couldn't see it. So I did a little bit of sanding. I put it in there. On a real car, would it be crooked sitting like that? Nope. It's a good thing this isn't a real car. But I think it came out all right. I'm happy. I am happy with it. That's really all that matters, I guess. Excuse me. So that's the Oldsmobile. And if you remember my video for the RTS show, I showed you guys a bag of goodies that had a funny car in it. And I was going to take that body and clean it up and re-clear coat the body and, you know, piece it back together. I thought everything that was missing from the kit was in there. Unfortunately, it was not in there. The seat was missing, the steering wheel was missing, the original moon tanks were missing, and the blower belt was missing. There was a whole bunch of other parts in that bag, but they weren't any of those. So, oh well. So I changed my mind. I decided to just clean this up, piece it back together the best I could, and treat it like a barn find. Somebody worked hard on this model and wanted this model to look good, and they did a good job on it. I don't know how, way back when. And I wanted to honor that. It would be like when I'm gone from this earth, I hope that all my models get to live on, type of deal. You know, so that's why I kept it as is. I just pieced it back together, and I think it came out pretty good. I used a little black wash to dirty up the wheels. I left the seat out of it, the steering wheel out of it. Kind of like, you know, if it sat in a barn for 40 years or 40 plus years, somebody might have robbed some parts off of it. So that's what I went with. And the blower belt, I left that off because, you know, who knows, it could have snapped or somebody robbed it or did whatever. And I grabbed a moon tank from my parts box and just kind of glued it on the front. So this will, once I figure out a stand for the body to keep the body up like this, I don't have any of those, but I'm going to make one basically. This will go in my glass cabinet with the other funny cars as is. Like I said, I think it came out pretty cool. Nice little barn find funny car. So, now, the next two projects I'm working on, I'm doing the 65 Nova Gasser. And I am doing the 63 Nova Wagon. Now on these two builds, I want to push myself a little bit further than what I have been building to. So I want to get the paint just that extra little bit smoother. And I want to get the details just that little extra bit crisper and, you know, just that much neater. My hope is to bring these two builds to the Classic Plastics Model Show in October and show these builds for the first time, enter models into a contest. And it would be, for me, it would be fantastic if something that I put a lot of hard work into actually earned an award. If it doesn't, whatever. I mean, the whole part of this hobby that I enjoy the most is the fun of it. So, and right now, striving to go that little extra bit, that's kind of fun for me right now. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Got the gasser body has been all sanded down and primered. All the mold lines taken off of it. You know, it's scuffed up and it's nice and smooth. I got to get something better than vitamin bottles to hold my model bodies. I'm on a shoestring budget. What are you gonna say? Anyway, so yeah, that's looking pretty good. This is ready for paint. I'm gonna paint this week. It's kind of hot and humid right now up here. We've got some cooler, drier days coming this week, like mid to high 60s. So I'm gonna paint that this week. The Nova Wagon is in paint. It's been wet sanded a whole bunch. It is in clear, and it's ready for clear. I'm sorry, there are a couple of spots on this that I'm just not happy with. That I didn't catch them until after it was in paint. And that's the whole part of me pushing myself to become a better builder. It's catching those little details before it's too late. So I do have another one of these bodies that is sanded and is in primer. And I do have more of the pearl green coming. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably going to do up a second body. And my thought on that is if I can do a second body and get it just that much more, take care of these little imperfections that I see that I don't like. And if I'm happy with that, then I will continue with that for the show, and then I'll take whichever body is, and I'm going to turn it into a Pro Street. I'm going to kit bash it with the 66 Nova Pro Street, maybe sand the roof down, do the roof a different color, something like that. But either way, I'm going to have a blast with it, and it's going to be built. That's what it's all about, guys. So I guess that's it for now. Hopefully, I'll have a little bit more progress to show you guys, end of the week or something like that. We'll see what happens. Yeah. So I guess that'll do it. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscription button. Like some of my videos, comment on a bunch of them. Heather had a blast. She loved all you guys' comments. So there's a good chance that we'll get her back into another video really soon. So yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Enjoy your week, and most of all, have fun.